Hi guys, Kelade here. You guys have been asking for it and I finally got it. Let's talk about Draught of Souls and how to incorporate this trinket into our opener and burst windows. While we're at it, let's throw in Convergence of Fates too. Since there can be so many different ways of doing our opener, the best way for you to make a decision on what to use at all times is just based on our priority of what does the most damage. So now with Draught of Souls and Convergence of Fates, and then you throw in Odyn's champion and whether or not you just got enraged before you hit a battle cry, there are just so many different variations of the opener that you can pull off. For example, you've got the dream opener that is only attainable with Lust and Troll Racial. Or if you somehow manage to get that high haste, but I wouldn't recommend aiming for that now because you would be sacrificing way too much of your other stats for it. This opener that requires both Lust and Troll Racial is: you pop your cooldowns plus Rampage, Draught of Souls, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, Odyn's Fury, and lastly Raging Blow. If you can get all of that into your battlecry window, you will be doing the absolute most burst damage your warrior can do in those 7 seconds. Of course, not everyone is a troll or is lusting on pull, but if you're doing one or the other, you can just shave that last Raging Blow out of your BC window and you will still be doing really great burst. So those two openers are what you want to aim for, but of course, you won't always have Draught of Souls for every battle cry. Hell, you might not even have Odyn's Fury for every battle cry, and that's fine. The most important thing is to maintain enraged during battle cry and follow the priority here. If you're enraged for 3 more seconds, then you hit that Draught of Souls. That's priority number 1. If you're enraged for your next GCD, then your priority is Raging Blow, Odyn's Fury, 100 Rage Rampage, Bloodthirst, and lastly Furious Slash. If you're not enraged, the priority to get enraged is 100 Rage Rampage, and then Bloodthirst. As you can see, there are many similarities between this priority and what's in my 7.1.5 guide for single target. Now, what do you do for AoE? This requires slightly more instant calculation. You've got the legendary belt coming in. You also have the biggest variable of them all. How many targets are you going to be able to hit? There are way too many circumstances to cover them all, but let me throw some numbers at you. I'm going to give these numbers out assuming you don't have a Whirlwind belt legendary. If you do, just take the number of targets and take out a 4th. At just 4 targets or more, Odyn's Fury becomes stronger than Draught of Souls if we look at it from a DPS perspective. Meaning if you press Odyn's Fury and then 2 Whirlwinds, instead of channeling a Draught of Souls, you would actually have done more DPS just doing Odyn's Fury and the 2 Whirlwinds. But of course, you also want to compare the damage between Draught of Souls and Whirlwind. The point at which pressing Whirlwind is stronger than Draught of Souls is at around 8 to 9 targets. So think about the single priority we had. If there's 4 more targets, Odyn's Fury moves ahead of Draught of Souls. And at the same time, with 4 more targets, Whirlwind moves ahead of Raging Blow in priority. Unless, of course, you have the Raging Blow relics or the Whirlwind belt, in which case your target number at which Whirlwind is stronger than Raging Blow will vary from 3 to 5. Then, if there are 8 to 9 targets, you want to even place Whirlwind above Draught of Souls in priority. I didn't specifically touch on Convergence too much in this video, but you essentially follow the same priorities in your burst window. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there will be some battle cries that do not have a Draught of Souls or Odyn's Fury available to be used. In those cases, just keep following the priority. It will help you get as many Raging Blows out as possible. And lastly, with Draught of Souls, battlecry relics becomes even stronger and mastery gains a little bit more in value. For all of you that have Draught of Souls already, I hope this video has helped you get a better understanding of where this trinket fits into your rotation and what it even pushes out of the rotation. And for those of you that have not attained this trinket yet, I will pray to the warrior gods for you. And that's it for my Draught of Souls and Convergence guide. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any additional questions. As always, feel free to drop by my stream to ask any questions or even tweet your questions at me. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.